Alright guys, and welcome to another 5-9 gaming video. Today we're going to share our, and I've got to say this just now, this is our own personal top 10 Mario games of all time. This means they're Mario games that have meant the most to us throughout our lives. Like our list before, this list was made up of lists submitted by some of our console creators here at 5-9. We pulled them all together, we got an average, and it ran the numbers through from 1 to 10. And today I have someone here to help me with this video, and it's Clerk. Clerk, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, buddy.
Yeah, have you been a long time Mario player?
Oh, of course, man. Who hasn't? 20 years in the making.
Well, I can beat you in that one, mate. I think I've been 35 years, but
you can beat me on a lot of things.
So, before we jump right into this top 10 list, what we're going to do is we're going to do some honourable mentions. And I just want to quickly clarify that you'll notice that some of these games we talk about the franchise, okay? It's because we set a rule where you can't have multiple entries for the same franchise. So, you can't have like 3 Mario parties on the list, for example. So, now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump into the first honourable mention. And it is technically not a Mario game, but it's Donkey Kong. So it wouldn't be a proper Mario list without at least mentioning where Jumpman got his start. Making his debut in Japan on July the 9th, 1981, so just under a year before I was born, we got to see Mario in his first platforming adventure. He's tasked with saving Pauline, so not Peach, as you might have expected, by climbing ladders and dodging attacks from barrel-wielding Donkey Kong. As one of the crowning leaders of the golden age of arcade games, we can say for certain that Mario might not be the mascot we now know today without first climbing to the top in this classic.
So, moving forward about 26 years, released first in North America and in Europe in 2005, Super Mario Strikers made our honorable mentions. This 5 against 5 soccer game put our beloved Mario in a field we'd never seen him in before. Next Level Games took what people loved about Mario sports games and pushed it to a new level with Strikers, and Strikers Charged in 2007, the follow-up. Many would be hard-pressed to not enjoy this game when it first came out, and we may even see a return of the Mario Striker series with Nintendo's recent acquisition of Next Level Games.
We've talked about this. Football. So moving on to the next one in the list, that we've got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This is quite a new one, obviously. It's not as long run as some of the other franchises, but it is beloved by people nonetheless. The series started in 2007 with Mario and Sonic making their debut attendance at the 2008 Summer Olympic Games. A crossover between sports and party games, this series instantly became a hit in households everywhere. Since then, the series is a total of 5 extra titles, with the most recent being Mario and Sonic at the non-existent Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. A real game, and it's about a true event that never happened, so it's a piece of history. I wonder if they'll revisit that one when they actually do the Olympic Games. I wonder if they'll just re-release it and stick 2021 or 2022 on it.
I'd be interested to see.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild, but you ready to get into the list?
Let's dive in, my man.
Alright, so at number 10 we have Super Mario Maker, and this is the first of the ones. Well, I guess we've already talked about some that have been lumped together, but this includes Mario Maker 1 and 2. These games put the tools in your hands, allowing you to build your own 2D Mario maps with assets from Super Mario Bros. All the way to Super Mario 3D World, and even beyond the Marioverse. These games were met with high praise from critics, citing how much choice was at the hand of the level creator. And while you yourself may never make a level, and some may spend most of their time only designing levels, there will always be something for a Mario fan to enjoy in these games.
So moving on to number 9 in the list, we've got Super Mario Bros. 3. This game debuted in Japan in 1988, and I can actually remember the first time I ever saw this game. It was in a movie called The Wizard. It was quite weird back then because obviously you didn't have the internet to get exposure to these things. So when I first seen it, I was absolutely blown away. It's by many considered the greatest game of all time. Staying close to the mechanics of its predecessors, it only builds on it by giving Mario more options. Flight and sliding, things that we take for granted in games now, were actually revolutionary when this game was first released.
It's actually my favorite 2D Mario game as well. But moving on, speaking of 2D Mario games, we got the Paper Mario series. This series got its start in 2000 and it is still seeing releases as recent as last year. The Paper Mario series is known for its engaging plot, role-playing gameplay, and its witty writing. Many hold Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door to be the best iteration of the foldable hero to date. And most recently, Paper Mario and the Origami King is praised for some of these things that its predecessors had got, but saw some negative reception for straying away from the RPG style of its earlier versions. What do you got next?
Well, we've got another one that was quite controversial in some ways because it changed a lot of the formula of Mario. We have Super Mario Sunshine, the spiritual successor to Mario 64 and the first of the 3D Mario platformers to make the list is 2002's Mario Sunshine. Taking place on the tropical Isle Delfino, we follow Mario as he tries to clear his name while cleaning up the island. Along with the help of Flood, our vacationing plumber received positive reception for the game's great graphics, soundtrack and new mechanics, but it did have some hate. People like myself, I must admit, when I first played it, I was like, what's this little water element all about? But as I've got older, I've appreciated the game a lot more, and it's actually one of my favourite 3D Marios now, if I'm completely honest. So what have we got next on the list?
So next, a staple in the 5-9 wheelhouse, we got the Mario Party series. Nobody could seem to agree on which one was their favorite, and I think that speaks for the game. This series allows up to 4 players to engage in ridiculous and fun mini games while letting dice rolls tear friendships apart. There have been many iterations of the Party series, but everyone seems to have their own favorite. With cumulative sales of over 40 million copies, it's easy to see why many have had fun or terrifying memories with this franchise. For me, it's leaning towards the latter. What do you got?
Well, next up on the list, you touched on this earlier. You said that Mario 3 was probably your favourite 2D Mario. We are now into my favourite 2D Mario, and that is Super Mario World. Released in 1990, this adventure put Mario in Dinosaur Land to save Princess Peach with the help of a new sidekick. That's right, this game was the debut of that little green dinosaur Yoshi. Also, making many people's greatest games of all time list, this game easily became the best-selling SNES game. This game stays true to what makes 2D Mario games feel great, while also adding enough new mechanics to make it stand on its own. Do you remember seeing Yoshi for the first time, Clerk? What was your reaction to that?
I mean, I wasn't around when this first came out.
I hate young people! They make me feel old!
Well, yeah, it's because you are old, you know? No, but it's still a phenomenal one. It's probably my second favorite one because adding in a character like Yoshi just adds so much more to the game, you know what I'm saying? Damn, silence.
I was letting you move on.
Oh, okay. Number 4. I'll move on for you. Super Mario Galaxy series. This is one I got to try last year when they ported it. With Galaxy 1 being ported to the Switch last year, many have fallen in love with the Galaxy series all over again, or for the first time like me. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 were the third and fourth installment in the 3D Mario series. Mario travels the universe in search of Peach while collecting Power Stars to awaken Rosalina's ship in this one. The level design in Mario Galaxy is by far some of the best we've seen in a 3D platformer. Good use of varying gravities, motion controls that helped instead of hindered the player, and things like these are what solidified this series as one of the best Mario games we've played to date. What you got?
I agree with that. Mario Galaxy was a decent game. I did enjoy it. I must admit, I've not put as much time into it as some of the other ones, but I did enjoy it. Next up is a game that I did put a bit of time into, and no doubt thousands upon millions of Mario players around the world have probably played this game to death, and that is Super Mario 64. It's probably the one game on this list I think could do a remake more than anything else, so Nintendo, listen to 5-9. Make a remake of this. Just use the Super Mario Odyssey engine and we will all be happy. So the grandfather of 3D Mario first debuted in 1996 on the N64, a beloved console by millions of people throughout the world. Exploring Peach's castle and jumping through paintings is something every Mario fan remembers fondly. It was praised for its ambition, visuals, graphics and music, with some only taking problems with the camera system. Mario 64 feels a bit clunky to jump back into nearly 25 years later, but it doesn't take too long to be transported back to where you were when you first played Mario 64. Is this one too young for you, Clerk? Was this another one you revisited later in life?
No, this is, later in life, yeah, simply because I was born in 98, right? So I revisited the first chance I got at 64, which was only like 2004, I'd say. So I played it as soon as I could, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I played it again recently with the re-release. And I agree, it takes a little while to jump back in, but once you're in, it feels so good. It's a phenomenal game. And it helped build the franchise and the genre to where it is today.
It's crazy from a generational point of view. There was loads and loads and loads of good games that came out before you were even born. Yet games like E.T. and Pong came out before I was born. So, do you know what I mean? I've only seen things getting better, you know what I mean? I've never had to look back and go, oh, that was better before I was born. But sucks to be you. Well, I suppose you live longer than me, so it doesn't really. So what have we got next anyway, Clerk?
So next up, we have where 3D Mario games are today, and my number one pick overall. At number 2 is Super Mario Odyssey. Published in 2017, the most recent installment of 3D Mario has set the bar pretty high for 3D platformers. Nintendo did a phenomenal job at making us feel like we were playing something so familiar and comforting, but at the same time so new. Each world has a huge amount of personality, and Cappy's inclusion alone adds so much. Mario Odyssey did a great job at being however big a game you wanted it to be. If you wanted to roll through the story in 10 hours, you could do that. Or if you wanted to 100% the game, it still felt good to do that.
Yeah,
I love this game.
I like this game as well. I like the fact that my son was able to complete it on his own. So, yep, I like that. It's nice and accessible. Good for players that want to go and seek out every little moon that's available, and for people that just want to enjoy the game and barrel their way through it, like you said. It's lots to it. So this next one is kind of contrary to what we've said already. I did mention at the start of the video that we got a lot of votes for franchises, so they picked multiple games and we pulled them together. This one, however, despite being a franchise, every single person who put this on their list chose this exact version of the game. And that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So we're actually putting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as number 1, not Mario Kart as a whole, specifically Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because that's what people voted for. So the Switch's best-selling game and the 11th best-selling game of all time, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best rendition of a kart game we've seen to date. The anti-gravity allows for much more interesting level design, and you can tell Nintendo uses it to their advantage. Like most Mario games, Nintendo took what worked from previous entries in the series and just made the game even more fun. 8 Deluxe also features a wide range of lovable characters to play as. The game is considered a huge critical success, and it makes people wonder just how long it will be until we see a true sequel. I'm going to be honest right now, I'm happy this one made number 1 on the list. It was my pick. Anybody that knows me knows that I play this game pretty much every single night on my Twitch, so I can't say that I don't enjoy this game. I absolutely love this game. It might be controversial to some that it's number 1 above some of the 3D Marios, but it's our list, guys, so don't go hating on us in the comments. And you want to finish up with
everybody has their own favorites of the regular games, but everybody had Mario Kart 8 in like their top 3. It was unavoidable that it would make it to number 1. But I want to remind everyone that this was just our personal top 10 Mario games, and we would love to hear what yours are, so let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to subscribe to 5-9 and try and catch us on our social media to better interact with us and stay up to date with what we're doing. For example, Hazink over here plays Mario Kart 8 all the time and would love for you to join him. I think maybe some more Mario games in the pipeline when Bowser's Fury comes out soon.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be staying in the Mario verse for a little while. But that's it for me. I believe that's it for Hazink. Anything to say before we go?
No, mate. It's Mario month coming up. Let's get hype.
Let's get excited. That's it for us, and we hope to see you in the next video. Till next time.
Peace.